What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As some of you guys know, I've been plotting to make a classic alt video, and today is finally the day. I usually upload montages, that's all I do, but like I wanted to do something different since a lot of you guys have been requesting it on my live streams to make a how-to classic alt video, and today's the day. I'm finally gonna do it for you guys. Now this video will be solely only on movement. It won't be on any ways to abuse any classic alt mechanic. It'll be just on movement, because classic alt, it's all about the movement. All right, let's be honest. If you switch to classic alt, it's because you're tired of rolling. You're tired of being like, you're one step away from killing someone and then you just roll at the cover, you know what I mean? So that's the main reason everyone likes classic alt. This video will be on 3 steps, I guess you could call it. I like to say drills because it's like you're training your movement. So it'll be 3 ways to master the movement. Now, the main issue that a lot of people have with classic alt when they first switch to it is that they don't have the rhythm down. Classic alt has its own different rhythm compared to alternate or default. And that's the reason why when a lot of people switch to classic alt and they are not used to it, they'll try to bounce and they'll get stuck, or they'll like stop bouncing. So to get in the flow with classic alt and like figure out the rhythm, I just load up into a private lobby like I have here, and I prefer training grounds because of the area it has. I feel like it's diverse, and just find like a hallway like this one. That doesn't really matter what map it is. Like I said, I prefer training grounds. It's all preference. And so step 1 is you're gonna want to start bouncing slowly. You don't want to jump into it and start trying to bounce like a maniac. And now another thing, classic alt movement is based a lot on your left stick, right? Your left stick, you can bounce a lot with your left stick without having to touch your right one. Like I could bounce here with my left stick and I'm not touching my right one. See what I mean? Now that's one thing to take note of. And so when you start, you're gonna want to start slow. And if you feel like this is too slow for you, you're gonna want to start speeding it up more and more and more. And you could add a little bit of right stick to it, but like I said, you're gonna want to get your left stick, the rhythm down with your left stick first. Now another thing to take note of, if you're a default player, when you bounce, your sticks go inward like this, because you're moving your right stick to the right wall and your left stick to your left to try to turn and bounce to the left. So now the difference between alt and default is that on alt, your sticks will face the same way, so you'll bounce like this. Both of your sticks are like moving simultaneously in sync. Now that's pretty much step number 1. You're gonna wanna figure out your rhythm and just bounce left and right. Simple. Nothing too different, not that big of a deal. You could bounce around this whole area, and I feel like that'll help you figure out your rhythm first and get your left stick movement down. Now step 2 is find just like this right here. This is pretty wide, or you could find somewhere that's even more wider, like the spawn hallway. And do the same thing. Just start off slow and then slowly pick up the pace on your bounce, and that'll help you a lot figuring out your rhythm, because that's all it is. It's a rhythm. The movement is different, and try to up your left stick movement. It's a lot different than default for sure. Now that's step 2. Step 1 and step 2 are really simple, just left right bouncing on a small to wider hallway. And there are, of course, wider hallways in that one and smaller hallways in this one, I'm pretty sure. But this is step 3. This step right here will help you the most. And I don't know why I'm calling it a step. I like to say drills. And now you come up here to, we call it winch or overlook, whichever you'd like to call it. And you're going to start from this point, and you're going to try to make your way all around without stopping or grabbing the wall all the way. And now the reason this step is so important is because this will help you in like real scenarios. You won't always be bouncing left and right. So here it'll help you with real life scenarios on how to move on diverse angles and covers. And as you can see, even I myself right there, I just stopped. This will help you tons. Mind you, this is what I've done. So a lot of these drills is stuff that I've done on my own time to get classic alt down. It's not like I'm sitting here and telling you BS. These are things I've done. I sat here and played against bots for countless hours trying to get alt down, and this is what helped me and what will maybe help you, get your movement down. And it's really difficult to bounce up here. Like I myself, I'm messing up. And that's pretty much it, guys. Like, take what you can from this, load up into a private lobby, and literally sit here for as much as you need trying to get your movement down. I suggest loading up a free-for-all with bots, you know, or even a control esports like I have right now, full with bots, even your teammates, and you just start chunking everybody. Now, the next video that I put out will be on how to abuse Classic Alt. You know, like there's things you could abuse with this control scheme that you can't with default or the fault in it. I mean, for one, you can't roll, right? And for two, you control your running and your bouncing with two different buttons. So it's like a whole different world. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you found it helpful. I'm planning the next one very soon. I'm working on it. This video might have seemed very simple, but I'm trying to like make it like way more simpler than what it was, you know, instead of sitting here for 10 minutes going on end. I wanted you guys to load up the video, get what you needed, and then go into a private lobby and start doing it. But that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for pulling up to the channel. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you guys in the next one.